SY24 Talk. My name is Kinley Shakespeare. I'm your host and a senior and the reporter.
I'm Michaela Miramontes. I'm a senior and director of fun.
I'm Kate Severe. I'm your treasurer, and I'm a senior.
I'm Cole Westwood, a senior, and I'm the president.
I'm Cameron Gaylor. I'm the vice president, and I'm a junior.
I'm Casey Glebe. I'm a senior, and I'm your secretary.
We are your new student council, and we wanted to kind of get on and talk about how excited we are for this school year. It's going to be way fun.
I'm pumped.
yeah.
I'm pumped up for
It's
this.
way
Yeah.
fun.
No, we're not, actually. That's why. It's fine. We're going to make it really fun.
Talking about?
I'm low-key, actually excited for this
Ready
year.
for school start.
I'm actually nervous. I don't want to be a senior.
Yeah.
I'm the only junior here.
Okay, this year's theme is going to be Super Mario Bros.
I love that movie.
Peaches,
Peaches.
No. Okay.
We're going to... We don't really have anything special with the theme right now, except for the drive-in movie next weekend.
Everyone needs to come. Be fun.
Yes, we're just...
Yeah, we're watching
Yeah,
the
we'll-
new
yeah.
Super Mario movie.
There'll be food.
Once again, great movie.
maybe we can get Mr. Ivy's not ice cream, popcorn.
Popcorn machine.
Definitely do
popcorn
that.
machine.
Okay. Put that on the list. Let's talk about the incentive trips. Excuse me. Let's talk about the incentive trip first.
The DNF report. It's a big deal. Have you ever been on it, Cole?
I haven't.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah, I plan to stay off it.
Because if you stay on it like 3 times in a row, then you're not allowed to go.
That's too bad.
That's new this year, so remember that.
Keep your grades up. Keep them up.
Yes, and no restitution. I don't think any of us have had it here, for the most part.
Right. So, no DNF report, 3 weeks in a row. You can be on it 3 weeks total. Try not to be. But 3 weeks in a row will make you ineligible. And you have to be eligible at the end of all of the quarters or you can't go on it either. But that's the same as last year. Let's talk about what's new this year. So,
We're doing a spirit week.
Let's go.
I'm so excited. Yes.
gonna be the
be
best
the biggest
part.
thing.
Yeah, our Spirit Week is going to be like for how all the other schools have it because they have a football season, which we don't. So we're just going to have 1 week out of the year that we're going to have dress-up days, we're going to have a chalk dance, and a parade.
So basically, it's homecoming week. We're just calling it something different.
Yes, but we're
'Cause
still
we don't
having
have football.
homecoming.
We still are having homecoming week during basketball. So the dress-up days, we haven't decided those yet, but dress up.
Yes.
Yes, it was so
Everyone
much
needs
more
to
fun for
participate.
everyone.
Yeah,
Makes
well-
it so much more fun.
Yeah, we'll have a lot more fun, like, dress-up ideas this year. Because normally in the past it's just been, like, the same ones, but we're thinking of some pretty good ones this year to do.
Yeah, we're going to come up with some good ones. And if you have any ideas, let us know, because if there's something that everyone's going to dress up as, then we want to know so we can get the whole school involved. The chalk dance speaks for itself.
So excited for that.
It's going to be fun.
I've seen lots of things about it. It's really fun.
So don't wear clothes if you don't want them to get ruined. That's all I'm saying.
Where are we going to have it?
I think
On
just
the
out.
track.
Yeah, on the track. We'll have music and everything, so it'll be fun.
The parade is one of the biggest things that this week will add.
Yep, each class will do a float, and we're going to get, how much was it?
$200.
We're going to try to get $200 from the school board.
Yes. And
We're going to get that much.
And we're going to invite family, friends, and the elementary kids out to come watch. We're doing it during an evening, right?
I think we're going to try to do it Friday evening of that week.
Yes.
Um,
It's a competition.
Yeah. So
Juniors are going to win.
No, they're not.
No.
I think that the 5 of us here are way too competitive to actually let that happen. So yeah, each class will get $200, hopefully, and most of the building will probably happen Fridays and after school because we're focused on learning during the day.
Right.
Sometimes.
For sure.
Depends.
Okay, and the competition for the best float will also win you something.
Yeah,
You don't
it's
get to know. It's a
Surprise.
secret. It's a secret. And what about the ping pong tournament?
Oh, I need to find me a partner.
Cole?
You want to go?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Whatever.
Sign up the week before.
We'll have the sign-out sheets in the office. Is that where we're going to have them?
We're going to try to have them in the
So
office.
go into the office, get a partner, sign up. It'll be lots of fun. Are we doing?
Practice up.
Yeah. Are we doing prize for that too?
Yeah, so the winners will get a prize for that.
Big prize. I don't know.
We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
The tournament will be during lunch every day. So we need you to sign up the week before so that we can have brackets ready by that Monday. So watch for sign-up sheets. We'll put them on the announcements. I don't know how many people actually listen to announcements, so listen to announcements.
Yes. And then the Powder Puff, we're all excited about, where the girls will play baseball and the boys will coach us, and the boys are going to play volleyball, and the girls will coach the boys. And we're just doing grades, right?
Yeah, so the volleyball games for the boys will be grades. Each grade will have a team. And that will be during an assembly. During the week, we'll just have a long assembly for that tournament. And then baseball will be a little different because you need 9 players instead of 6.
Yeah.
You'll have to, we're just going to mix up all of the girls and make as many teams as we can. So please participate.
And come and watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
The baseball tournament will be on one of the evenings that week. Most likely Tuesday because there's sports every other night. But yeah, come, participate, invite your parents to either of them. They can watch the assembly too.
Yeah.
And then we're also going to have a tailgate party Wednesday night.
Are we doing cornhole, music, and a bonfire?
Yeah. Yep.
Perfect.
It'll be behind the baseball field.
Everyone come.
Awesome.
Everyone come.
Yeah, we had a fun bonfire a couple months ago at the end of school. It was way fun. So just come out to this next one and we can all have a good time.
Bring your friends. It's allowed for everyone. So everyone just come, bring your friends, have fun. Don't be scared.
If you didn't like the music at the last bonfire, it's because of Michaela.
No.
Yeah,
Everyone just sent me songs. No one sent me songs.
It was like the 4 songs over and over.
Hey, they were hits.
Yeah.
We were jamming out. Okay. Is that it for Spirit Week?
Yep, I think so.
I think so.
Okay. If you have any ideas for anything, help us out with Spirit Week. And then we're also going to add a treasure hunt.
Ooh. This is going to be exciting, guys. So, our theme is Super Mario. So, we got a stuffed Super Mario character, probably Mario or Yoshi. And we're going to hide it each month. Somewhere hard, somewhere easy. Depends on the month. And so, we're going to get...
Decide. Like, are you going to do is August going to be hard? Because,
No,
August
that's
is
got to be easy. Because it's a short month.
August isn't like your birthday's in August, so it's like.
Why does that matter?
So it should be like not a very good spot for that one.
I think that's a great spot, okay?
August isn't a month.
Be
That's what
nice
I'm
to
saying.
Cole.
Go August.
Well, you have to come back to school in August, though. So.
Right.
All right. True.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're gonna hide this stuffed Mario character somewhere in the school, and we're gonna give you clues on the announcements each day, or each week.
Each day.
I think it's
Each
each
day.
day. I
Yeah.
think we'll do each
So
day.
once again, listen to our announcements.
Yeah. Please
to
listen.
our
Pay
announcements.
attention for once.
Yes.
We're gonna give you clues, and whoever finds it first will get an Amazon gift card. It could range from $10, it could be $50, or even on the hard ones, it could be $100.
Yeah. Or you
So
can.
stay tuned.
Or you can.
I guess
you
I
can
think we're
donate
rich
us some
and
money.
If they find it, are they bringing it to the person who does the announcements, or is it just once all like to Makisha or to Cole?
We're gonna
Just
take it to
someone
Makisha.
or-
To Makisha?
Makisha.
Take
Just
it
to
to the library and to
Okay,
Makisha if you find
Good
it.
idea.
If you find Mario, take him to the library.
But let's be nice to him.
Yeah, don't.
Let's not fight over him.
Let's
Let's
not
keep
rip his head
Mario
off or
intact. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
I think that's it.
Okay,
for-
I'm excited.
Yeah,
Me
me
too.
too,
It'll be
for
a
the
good
most
year.
part. Hopefully a good year. We'll do lots of fun things throughout the year. Dances will come. We'll plan those and everything.
Yeah.
Just as long as you guys participate.
Yeah, including
participation is
the
important.
ones that you ask. So boys, don't be lame this year and ask the girls for the dance.
Yeah, everyone always wonders why we only have
we don't
girls'
have to
choice
have
dances.
girls'
Days
choice,
before we
yeah.
have to stress finding a dress.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, let's participate. And it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and another thing was for each, I think mostly just like volleyball games and basketball, we're going to do themed games, right?
Yeah.
So if you guys have any ideas just with a theme, text it to us and we can have fun during those games. And are we going to do like spirit awards for anything?
I think we're gonna try. We're still figuring it out.
Okay.
But yeah. Let's be
Perfect.
as awesome as we can. Have fun. And since we're new student council, we want to have some new things, obviously. So if you have any ideas of anything, let us know. But with those new ideas will be a new schedule. All right, now we would like to welcome Principal Bagley and Mr. Jessen. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
It's good to be here with you guys.
It's been a minute.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the school year to start?
Are we ready? We're getting there. Is this not amazing how fast the summer went?
It's crazy.
It's crazy, yeah. Like, just one thing right after another. I'm always so excited for, like, the end of school so I can be like, I have free time, and then I never actually do.
Right.
Summer's just as busy as school. Okay, so with the new schedule, I don't really know anything about it. Like, I know that we're switching, but I don't know the details. So that's kind of what we're looking for, and we want to let everyone else know, too. So first, can we have you explain, like, an overview of what it's going to look like?
You bet. So Mr. Jessen started registration today, so lots of kids have came today and already got registered. So if you think about our AB schedule last year, it's going to look a little bit different than it did. Instead of calling it like an AB day, we're actually doing 9 periods, and each day will have 6.
Okay.
So instead of having like an A day, B day, it'll be a Monday, Wednesday day, a Tuesday, Thursday day.
Yeah.
And so you'll have your 4 main classes just like we did last year. And then we'll have a 5th period, which will be one of the days that will repeat. So like say on a Monday, Wednesday, during that 5th hour for almost, 57 minutes, 52 minutes, you'll go to one of the B days.
Okay, so 5th period, is it? It's
Yes.
5th?
So
It will
we'll
be
go
like our
1
Friday.
through 4. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. We'll go to lunch, and then we'll go 4th, and then 5th. There'll be like a Friday. We'll start
rotate
doing.
classes.
We'll rotate classes.
Okay.
And then the last hour will be 6th hour, and that's when we'll have sports and extracurricular activities and some electives for students.
How long will that last hour be?
Both the last 2 class hours will be shorter. So the rotating class that will alternate, that will be the 5th hour class. That will be a shorter hour. It'll be approximately 45 minutes. That's not exact, but right in that time frame of 45 minutes. And then the same with the 6th hour. It's going to be about the same time that we had last year for our athletics hour and for that portion of it. So they will be the shorter class period times, but you won't see them as much. But you're seeing them on the last hour that's an everyday class, okay, will be every day.
So the 6th period will stay the same. And
Yeah.
5th period rotates every day.
That was your old
Yes.
5th period.
Okay.
Is the new 6th
And how is
period.
5th period going to rotate?
So on, like, say on Monday, you would go to like B1. On Tuesday, you'd go to like A1. Anyway, you would do it. We're going to do it for 2 weeks, and then it starts over, and we do it all again.
Okay.
So in 2 weeks, which is 8 days, we will have gone through the 8 core
Other classes,
hours.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Here's a couple of benefits for it to consider with it. So if you consider, let's say you missed a day because you had to go to the doctor or dentist or something that way. And so sometimes that would, with the new schedule and the 4-day week, the teacher would only maybe see you one time that whole week. Well, that's going to give it an opportunity to where they at least see you twice every week.
Okay.
That's a big benefit for it. So consider that.
That would be nice, yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons we did this is because not going on Friday, we had those instruction, we had the instruction time on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
By putting them back in the schedule, we're not losing instruction time by going to a 4-day school week.
Right.
So we're
gonna be
still
just as
having
smart.
2 and 3, like we did on
Yeah.
Friday. So we'll still
So Monday and Tuesday will be, is it Monday's a Wednesday
Monday,
scheduled
Wednesday.
day? So will
is
your
like
5th
our
hour
old
be,
A day.
Yeah, so will your 5th hour be a Tuesday scheduled day?
Yes.
So you'll never have 2 4th hours in a row?
No, not
Okay.
the same.
Yeah,
You'll
okay.
have the other day, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. That makes a lot more sense.
So what was the driving force into going into a 4-day school week? Like, what made you consider it or go into it?
So I think the big consideration that Superintendent Willis had was missed instruction time. So as you guys know, we play baseball, volleyball, basketball, wrestling, lots of missed instruction time on Fridays. state tournaments.
Yeah.
Kids are gone a lot on Fridays for traveling and, and going to these games. And when there's not a full class, a lot of kids that maybe isn't involved in a sport, they're like, oh, it's just going to be a catch-up day in my class. I'm not going to miss anything, so I'm not going to come to school. So our attendance was not great on those half-day Fridays. So
I'm guilty of it.
yeah. And so we're hoping that attendance, the number one reason we did it is to save instruction time.
Yeah.
So
I was going to say that if you look at it, that missed instruction time was key with it. As we don't miss that, well, hopefully we'll protect it a lot more. Okay? And so it's really not affecting a lot of things. But Sean and I, last year, we tracked a lot of data for attendance and information that way. And it's amazing how much missed instruction time Fridays were. And it wasn't athletes as much as
They're
Oh,
it was
secretly
just...
paying attention to how much we missed.
Yes.
yeah. Yep. We tracked it every day.
Yeah.
That's
So
funny.
we did some data things, research, and then did a lot of that to make sure that is this accurate. And there was a lot of misinstruction.
It's going to be beneficial.
And there's other things, but I think that was the main driving force for a 4-day school week. But other things is our part-time employees, they can work 29 and a half hours a week. And so they always had to not work a full, like a full day. They could let's take Brandy in the lunchroom. So she'd work in the morning. She'd come in the morning and she'd have to leave right when it was Sue's lunch was served. So she wouldn't go over her hours. Now they will be able to stay almost the whole entire day and do some extra things in the kitchen and prep and stuff that they didn't get to do before. So a lot of our classified employees are really excited about it.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
There's
A lot of things under
Right.
the students don't know, I guess, that we miss
Yeah.
out on.
Yeah.
How's it going to change the learning environment here? We kind of already touched that. We're
Right.
going to miss less instruction hours, but what else is it going to change, class-wise?
So on your classes, there should be less missed classes. So obviously, too, we're wanting our assemblies to be more in that one set time that's rotating rather than the other hours.
Oh,
The
yeah.
fifth
of the
hour.
day, the fifth hour.
So it won't
And
cut into practice?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so it won't cut
Or
into
instruction.
or
Right.
instruction time, and that's
Okay.
the thing there. So now you're going to miss less time, and that will be more of a set thing. This is when your assemblies are going to be; they need to be on that, and it'll protect that class time because that's a frustration for teachers. If you consider they go prepare a lesson, and now oh man, there's an assembly, and so
Yeah.
they only get 30 minutes of a class period or 20 minutes of a class period, and they were and they had everything ready for it on that part. So it's going to be more of a protected time, the instruction time with it.
That would be nice. So does fourth hour end earlier than normal now?
So fourth hour will start right after lunch. So lunch will be right at 11:59. So say 12 o'clock will be lunch to 12:30, and so fourth hour will start at 12:30.
Okay.
And
it would be
so-
nice to miss less fourth hour. I feel like every time we have to travel far for sports, I'm always
Yes.
missing my fourth hour class. I had seminary last semester, fourth hour, and I didn't even have high enough
Right.
attendance to pass.
Right.
I had to do extra work.
So fourth hour will start at 12:33 and end at 1:50. So most sports had to travel by 2 or 2:30. So you'll be out of fourth hour by then. So you'll just have the fifth and then the sports practice
Yeah,
or whatever.
that
the
would be so nice,
extracurricular
actually.
Hour. So we're hoping that cuts down a lot on that. Mm-hmm. And also, I think you're going to ask about concurrent enrollment, but the times for the classes. When Kobe did the times, we tried to work really hard to match it with the concurrent enrollment schedule. So these times actually fit better than our old time, because sometimes maybe you were 10 minutes longer, so a high school class started and you had to come late or you had to leave early or something like that. These actually fit better. They're actually 2 minutes shorter. We'd go an hour and 19 minutes in our classes last year, and these are an hour and 17 minutes. So there's actually 2 minutes less. But the school day is extended a half hour for the 4-day school week. So we'll begin at 8 and end at 3:30.
As I was doing schedules today and helping people start out their schedules and planning a lot of that and comparing concurrent enrollment classes on it, there was one class that will be maybe 2 or 3 minutes out of the hour, but that was all. And it would end before that next period started. And so those are just some things that it really fits well with the concurrent.
That would be
enrollment.
really
That
nice.
helped
Yeah, it would be
with
really
the-
For
nice.
especially us, we know
Right.
that.
Yeah.
The little kids might not know as much, the younger ones, but
I was always
Right.
10 minutes late for lunch. My one.
Right.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
having to cut my lunch hour early. It would be nice to just line it up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How will the 4-day week affect sports?
When, if it's all right, I'll take this
Yeah,
one.
go ahead.
So I did a lot of our basketball schedules last year, and as well as I did the volleyball, set the volleyball schedule up for them this year. And
We're going to Tabiona, by the way. Have a bone to pick with you.
On a Friday, so no missed
Friday,
instruction
no.
That's
time.
true. That's true. No miss school.
yeah,
It's okay. We'll forgive you.
We all will. Thank you.
I will say this. I am one that I believe in paying people back, and Tabiona came down here
That's
twice
true.
or something, and so I feel it's fair that we go back up
It's
and
it's
play
our
them
turn, I guess.
on that part.
Anyway, sorry.
That's all right. But so one of the things that we always try to do, even before, we've tried to schedule not long distance games on the weekdays, and it's not always been possible with region schedules, etc. that way. And this year, the same thing. We're trying to protect that so we don't leave. The one thing that it is going to affect on our athletics is I like the doubleheader games when the boys and girls go, because then we can go and it brings in larger crowds. We may not bring in we bring in maybe sometimes as much gate on those nights than when there's not a doubleheader and there's another game, because now everybody's coming. It's like, hey, I can go watch the boys and the girls together.
Yeah, and that's so nice as an athlete and a cheerleader too, because
Yeah.
it's like there's
That is-
people there and they're supporting and it's fun.
That is one downfall. So because especially if we want to schedule freshman games or something that way, you're just not fitted in. And so it's the doubleheader games, probably not going to see those as much unless they're here at our school on a few of those things. So we can't do those. But with our scheduling, I left our schedule pretty much the same, and the times aren't. We will be able to leave and get our games started on time and still play our full games with that, even playing freshman games.
So game times won't change at all?
No.
No, game times. They're region set and state set game times, so they won't change. We have to follow the game times.
The only game times that we can really switch, and we can switch, but we have to get permission and stuff that way. But our practice games sometimes, especially like on a long distance game, we'll set our time differently so we can maybe get home a little bit earlier, or especially on a weekend and something that way. So it just helps that way. We've tried to do a few things that way to work around some of that on travel, but also we try not to leave early. To leave school on it.
yeah.
We have a boys basketball Wendover trip too. The kids hate it too.
You didn't
But
age
it's
and all
on
that yet.
Friday. But it's on a Friday.
It was on a Friday.
Hallelujah.
So the other change would be the time that practice starts every day, because everything's pushed a little bit later. So practice would begin at 2:45.
Does that mean shorter practices?
Yeah, when will it end?
The
When will
buses
practice end?
will need to leave at 5 sharp every day. So about 15, 20 minutes has been
Yeah.
cut out of practice.
Can't complain.
Coach Westwood wasn't happy about that.
Oh, no.
I will say, I want to say this though. When I
few
first
less
started
17s.
coaching
Yeah.
a long time ago, there was a guy come from the state office, and he talked to the coaches. And back then, Shauna will probably remember because we were both young teachers at the time, but the coaches would meet in Panguitch in our region, and then we would work out our schedules as coaches and different things that way. And now the principals do it all and stuff that way. And so it's a little different. But one of the guys from the state office came down, and he gave us a talk, I guess it was a lesson about excess versus excellence. And he said, if you're planning really long practices and it's not very organized, you can get as much done if it's a well-structured practice. And so that's been I've tried to do that throughout. Now it doesn't always happen, but if you will try to make sure that excellence is done in practice and it's quick and structured, and that way you can accomplish more and keep it as intense. Not only that, the end of the season, some of my most successful seasons, by the end of the season, I was having an hour to an hour and a half practices because kids are tired. and I don't have to work on as much conditioning as much then. And so just different things that way. So it's a lot of it's philosophy on that. And then you just have to be structured and organized with it.
I believe it. I think that even when practices are the same length, we could have 2 3-hour practices and one's that's super productive and one that's not, and it goes so much quicker when it's productive.
Sometimes less is more.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes just as much energy too.
It does.
It takes me just as much energy to do things less productive than to just get a bunch done
That's
productively.
right, yeah.
But us coaches, you can't say much about it, but us coaches aren't as perfect. We still make mistakes just like kids. You just can't talk about our mistakes, remember?
Right, yeah, it's unspoken. Yeah. No, sometimes I think that you could have the most productive practice planned ever, and if we don't show up and be ready for productive practice, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Same in the classroom.
Right,
Teachers can prepare. The kids don't participate and cooperate.
Yeah, everyone always says it's a Monday thing, but I think some people joke about it, but it's real. Monday practice and Monday class is way harder. We don't show up ready.
Yeah, that's when you get like 5 extra 17s on Monday.
Lots of running on Mondays. I think he's pointing at you.
Yeah.
Don't want to point any fingers, but he's looking right at you. Okay, if there's nothing else about the schedule,
I think that.
did you get all you wanted to say about the concurrent enrollment?
Yeah, I want to say this about concurrent enrollment. It's fun to see our students do really well and have those college classes ready and done.
Yeah.
Hopefully when they go to college, they are more prepared and knowing what they do. Here is one thing that watch and pay attention later in life as you go through it and stuff, though. Sometimes in colleges discourage getting associates all the time because kids, when they get out of high school, if they have their associates, they have to be really, really, really structured, or they still take as much time in college to complete their degree as those that didn't have as many.
Yeah.
Because they will go and change things. But those that are taking concurrent enrollment and understand, then they're more prepared to go into college and make sure that things are accomplished that way. Concurrent enrollment is a good thing that's really been a benefit. Paiute High School has, and I've been in 3 different high schools, Paiute High School has as many students per capita in the concurrent enrollment as any that are successful about doing it. And it needs to maintain that good high standard. And so sometimes we might seem a little bit mean that you can't get into that, or maybe you shouldn't take 5 of them, or maybe just take 2 or 3 and understand what you can handle and accomplish at that time. It helps prepare you to study the way that you will need to study when you go to college.
Yeah, I'm here to tell you, concurrent enrollment it's helpful. And when you say don't take so many classes, it's real. It's a real thing.
Well, one of the hard things to understand of life, and it's a hard thing that you'll fight your whole life, but so where is the balance? So you have to do your hard, serious work, but do you find the time for relaxing and enjoying and smelling the roses?
Right.
Do you smell
I'm
the roses
famous
all the
for
time?
piling the work on top of myself.
I make time to smell the roses for sure.
Good job, Cole.
Cole likes smelling the roses.
Make sure you give one to a girl once in a while, Cole.
Oh, I have.
Attaboy.
I don't know. Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Yeah. Concurrent enrollment has even changed how I study in my high school classes. Like, I never thought that it would benefit me as much as it really did. I didn't know what I was getting myself into sophomore year when I took that first one, and it's actually changed a lot. I study a lot different and more effectively now.
Study habits is key,
Yeah.
and they expect more, and we have no control. What's disappointing for me as the counselor sometimes, I can't check on to see how well you're doing and how's your grades looking in concurrent enrollment. You better make sure you're passing that class. And so that's why we want to maintain that high standard of those taking concurrent enrollment with it and stuff. We don't want that to be our only drive. There's been a big push for CTE classes and completing pathways and things that way.
Yeah.
And everybody that's coming in to register, what pathway are you going to be able to complete? We want 100% of our students this year to complete a pathway.
Yeah, that's awesome because I was not super... I think that I didn't pay attention.
Right, and
the first half of learning about those, And I don't think I'm going to be able, like, my generals will probably be the only one
But
I
I
can
want
get.
you to, that's all right, because sometimes you misunderstand the pathways a little bit. And if you do that one in your certificate, we consider that a pathway.
Yeah.
So, and that's what we want. And it's not that everybody has their own, everybody's different. You're different than Cole by far. Cole's different than you, and both good in both ways. Does that make sense? But just understanding a plan and then preparing for a future as well as we're here for social, to help your social development, your good habits. That one of the other things I think that was on here that you guys wanted to talk about was tardies and stuff.
Yeah.
That way, we want
Let's talk
good
about
habits.
good habits.
We want to talk about. We want to talk about good habits. We want our kids coming out to have good habits as much as they.
Well, a good habit that we don't have is probably timeliness. I struggle with that one a little bit. So
Well, it's improved a lot.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. What are we doing with hall passes and tardies this year? I know
Okay.
it's changed
It has.
every year.
So after we lived through the pandemic and come back after COVID, we had a big tardy issue.
Was it between those years? It wasn't always?
No,
I didn't know
no,
that.
So it stemmed from some online, and it really took a drastic drop. So what we did the last few years is we really dug in and we did the tardy incentive program. Okay, and so we incentivized people to be on time, right?
Yeah.
So you got rewards if you didn't get tardies, correct?
Right.
So now we think you guys are trained and you know what's expected of you. So we're just following the normal policy, which the school policy says it's the absentee tardy policy, and it just states that you can have 2 tardies in each class before they change to an absent. So if you get a third tardy, it becomes an absent. And if you get so many absences, so each class you can have four.
3, I think 3 absences.
3. You can have
I gotta reread it.
you can have 3 absences before there's any punishment, and then the fourth one you would have restitution. So tardies could add up to make you have restitution.
Right. So it's
So
4 absences in each class.
you're
But-
allowed 3,
Okay,
the
so
fourth
4
one.
absences
and
gives
you're
you
allowed 2
restitution.
tardies. You're allowed a tardy. I mean, if you're late, you're late.
Yeah.
But if
That
you get excessive, they're changing every 2's changing to an absence, right?
Okay.
And then
but
you're going to
the
have
first 2 isn't. If I have 2 tardies in the class,
2
then
tardies
it's not
equal
an
1
absence.
absent. 2 tardies equal 1 absent.
Okay, so it's 1 absence at 2?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said 3. The first 2
Yes.
become an absence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably did, but it's 2, right?
Okay.
It's
Yeah, it's
every
2.
2 equals 1
Easy
absent.
Okay.
So if you're late to first hour twice, that becomes an absent. And then once you have 3 absences in that class, you're okay. But if you hit the 4th absent, then you have restitution.
Okay.
And that's the policy. It's been that way
Right.
the whole time.
Yeah.
We haven't
just
changed
had
that.
hall passes
but
to
we're
make
not
it a
going to
little easier.
incentivize you guys to be on time now. We feel you know how important it is to be on time. And, that's our job, is to teach you guys to be ready for life and for the workplace. If you come late to work, you're going to get fired, right?
Right.
So
Let me
those
give
are
an-
just things we want to put into place, is just teach you those life skills that you need to be successful in life.
Let me give an example of being on time, and I wasn't fired by any means, but I had a job when I went back to college, and I was doing welding stainless steel tanks and things that way. And I enjoyed the job and stuff, but I don't remember if my job started at 5 or 6 in the morning. And so I had to be there at that time and then go. And so I would show up at like 5:58 or 4:48. I don't remember which one it was. And then I would punch in almost right on the hour every day. And one day the boss pulled myself in, and as well as several other people. And he said, "You guys either need to be here on time or you're fired." And I said, "I'm showing up on time." He said, "I want you in your workplace, ready at that time. If you can't be in your workplace, giving me your if I'm paying you for 10 hours, then I want 10 hours of work. I don't want 15 minutes of you wandering around or getting things ready."
Yeah.
Okay, he wanted us in our workstation working and given the full 10 hours, because And so I learned from that as well. That's not necessarily what's driving all this, but it's a life lesson. He threatened to fire myself as well as others. And I wasn't showing up late, or is that late? I was showing up right on the hour, punching in right on the hour.
But then you probably had to get everything ready.
Then I had to go get my tools and the welders and different things when I could have been being more productive on that.
Well,
portion.
as athletes, we know, like, if practice starts at 6, you're there at 5:45.
Yep.
You're ready to
Exactly.
practice at 6. You're not putting your shoes on at 6.
Yeah.
That's right.
So to go with that, in Power School, Paul this year is switching over how we do our attendance. So you know how we have the badges? You know, all the teachers have the badge that opens the doors. You guys are all going to have your own badge. Okay.
Sweet.
Okay.
When you enter
Not
class,
open doors.
it won't open doors, but it's how you are is kind of essentially clocking in to your job. Okay.
Right.
So you'll go into a classroom, you'll swipe your badge, and that checks you in. So
Where will we swipe it?
So there will be an iPad with a card reader,
Okay.
and you just have to swipe it over the card reader, and it checks you into the class. Okay. So you do that. You'll do that every single class. You don't have to check out. You just swipe it when you go in. Okay. So everybody. So when the tardy bell rings, anybody that swipes in after is going to get a tardy up to 15 minutes. If you're later than 15 minutes for a class, and this is per policy, then it's an absence. So if you come
And it's
later
always
than
been
15,
like
it's
that.
always been that way. So if you come after 15 minutes, it'll just automatically put it as an absence. But here's the kicker. Every time you swipe and you're tardy or you're absent, a message is going to go home to your parents saying your son or daughter was late for first hour today or for fifth hour today so they will get an automated message saying if you're tardy or absent for a class.
So it's like the one on the phone. Like if I miss a class, my mom gets a call every night. It'll be like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Laying down the law.
Yeah. So we're going to give you the first week of reprieve to get used to things. So we won't start it until the following Monday of the full week of school.
Okay.
So the first week we start next week. You guys will, we have a half day Tuesday, then the full day Wednesday and Thursday. We won't have you do it until the following Monday. So we'll give you a little bit of, training, and then you'll start for the real
Train
deal.
us to be on time.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you're already trained.
You'd think
So
after
that's-
so long
yeah,
we would
right?
be.
One of the things, though, to look at, don't look at it as a punishment and we're trying to get you. That's not
No.
the point. It's trying to teach good habits.
Right.
So a lot of it's your mindset of how you look at how are we going to approach this. I'm not after getting you. I want you guys to be successful. Even though I'm not coaching volleyball, I want you guys to do good.
Right.
Okay. And the same thing, we want you to build those good habits. We want, when you go out in the workforce, we want people to come back. Man, those kids from Paiute, look
good.
how amazing they are. They're
Yeah.
never late. They're always on time. They're honest. They do hard work. They do what they say. They accomplish and finish things. That's what we want to hear reports back.
Yeah.
That's how we want it to be
Yeah.
with our kids going out of the
So I put on the paper, are you expecting backlash? But what we're getting at there is like, as students, I think we're automatically just like, we want to be independent. We don't want anyone to tell us what to do. And so obviously, like,
And you have a choice. You can be late.
Yeah.
But you'll
Right.
be sitting in a classroom making up restitution when you should be at sports practice, or you'll be here Friday doing restitution when everybody else is off. So it's your choice. But there's consequences in life for every choice you make, right? Good or bad. So we're hoping everyone chooses good.
Think of the good consequences. Cole's been lifting weights a lot more this summer and through the last spring and stuff.
Those guns.
Well, he's going to have a consequence for that effort.
right.
And it's not imposed by me as the coach or his baseball coach. It's going to be imposed by him, that consequence. It's the same thing. If you're late for something, you're the one that's choosing
Right.
the consequence, whether it's a good consequence or a bad consequence.
Well, your coach noticed that you're putting in the extra work. How
Hallelujah.
does that make you feel?
So thanks, you feel great.
And we're excited for the new school year. We're excited for the 4-day school week. We hope everybody else is. You guys have great things planned as student body officers. I'm excited. I'm really excited for the parade. It's
Yeah.
going to be
Yeah,
awesome.
that
It's
will
going to
be
be
fun.
fun,
That will be fun.
to kind of have a fall homecoming, if
Yeah.
you will,
Yeah.
or spirit week. So I'm excited for some of the things you guys have planned. So it's going to be a great year.
I think so.
It's going to be fun for sure.
Yeah.
I hope so. Hope we can make it as fun as we possibly can as the student council.
Yeah.
Like I said, it takes kids cooperating
It does.
and
It really
participating,
does.
like you guys said earlier. You know what? It's only fun if you participate.
Right. We can
So-
talk till we're blue in the face. I've
Right.
tried.
Literally.
Yeah.
We really do. But as long as we can get people to participate and have good attitudes, really, like, even with all of the hall pass things, like, we have bad attitudes. We know it as students. We can really
So
work
no
on
more
that,
hall
but-
passes, but no more 5.
Yeah.
Hey, you get 5 free. No more.
Right. But our attitude
So
in the
back to
beginning is
normal.
going to change everyone's perspective. I
Right.
think one bad attitude can... What's that
It's
expression
contagious.
about, like,
Yeah,
the
the
bad...
bad apple
apple or
ruins the
something.
whole
Bushel.
bushel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
sometimes.
we're going to try to be the good apples.
right?
We're going to be the
Try,
good ones.
yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for
We
having us.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions?
Nope.
Do you have any questions for us about what student council this year?
No, we like good. We like feedback, good and bad.
Right,
A lot of
right.
it's just how you approach it and stuff.
Yeah.
And so
Right.
we want to know what's working well and what's not working.
Yeah,
well.
we wanna work with
it
you.
to be good.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
you guys know we have open door. I hope you feel comfortable. I think you all feel comfortable coming in and
Yeah.
visiting with us when something isn't working or you have a better idea for something. We're open to those kinds of things because we want everyone to be happy and get the best education they can, participate in extracurricular activities, and just have an awesome experience here at Paiute.
Yeah, well, with student council, we're kind of the same. Like, we're only 6 people. We can't
Right,
know everyone's ideas, so we just...
right.
Everyone
But
is
you guys
help
are the
each other
student
out.
voice.
Yeah.
So we do depend on you to bring us, things. So,
Well, we'll do it.
all right.
If we can get voice from the students to take to you.
There you go.
Well, okay, I think that's all we have.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to T-Bird Talk. We hope this is super fun.